Good evening, students. So in the last session, we discussed about the concept of load balancing. Load balancing. That is, in the last session, we are discussed about with hands-on application load balancer. Application load balancer. That is, we are discussed. Now, today class, we are going to discuss about the another type of the load balancer in the AWS, that is network load balancer. Network load balancer. Network load balancer. That is, in this session, we are going to discuss about the concept of network load balancer. I explain the network load balancer. First, I am creating two Linux servers. I am launching two Linux servers and then apply the network load balancer. And then apply the network load balancer. For this, I had to open my AWS account. I had to open my AWS account. Click on Management Console. Sign into the console. I had to open this one. Enter the password. My AWS account is open. My AWS account is open. Whatever the recently visited services, they are appeared here in your AWS account. In your AWS account. So this is the procedure we have to follow to apply network load balancer. To apply network load balancer. This is the procedure. What is the first one? First, you need to create. First, you need to launch Linux server. Two Linux server you need to launch it. You need to launch it. That is, I have to done. First, I am launching two Linux servers. Two Linux servers. For this, click on EC2 service. Click on EC2 service. Choose the instances option. Now you are launching the Linux server. Click on launch instances option. You have to give the name, instance name, that is Linux 1 I am given. Linux 1 I am given. Copy and paste it in the notepad. Linux 1 and operating system image I am chosen. Amazon Linux I am chosen. Free tier eligible one. Instance type t2.micro I am chosen. Now I am creating a key pair. I am given the key pair name is Linux 1. Key I am given. Linux 1 key I am given. Copy and paste it on the notepad. And then we can download the key pair type is RSA. Private key file format .pem format. Click on create key pair. Key pair is downloaded in my downloads option. In the network settings, click on edit option. Whatever the default virtual private cloud, the default virtual private cloud as usual I am selecting. There is no subnet preference. Auto assign public IP I am enabled. For identification purpose, security group name I am given as Linux 1 SG security group I am given. This I copy and paste it in the description. Same I paste it in my notepad also. In my notepad also. And here I am writing the bootstrap script in this Linux server and make as web server also. You are launching the Linux server. So we enable the type SSH, port range is 22, source type is anywhere. Now we can add the another more security group, that is type is HTTP, port range is 80, source type is anywhere. Source type is anywhere. So for configure stories, 8 GB is providing default. You are launching the Linux server, and I am choosing the advanced details. For that, I am writing the bootstrap script. This is the bootstrap script I am written. This is the bootstrap script. Click on this. Click on this. This already I am used the bootstrap script. This is the bootstrap script I am written. Copy and paste it in the notepad. Copy and paste it in the notepad. Same thing, I copy and paste it. Copy and paste it in the advanced details. In the advanced details. Scroll down. Scroll down here. Here, without spaces, I am pasting this bootstrap script. Click on launch instance. Click on launch instance. Click on the instances option. Now the instant state is pending. I am launching one more mission also. For that, click on launch instances option. I am given the another name, the instant name Linux 2 I am given. Copy and paste it in the notepad. Copy and paste it in the notepad. Now I am chosen the operating system image, Amazon mission image I am chosen, Amazon Linux 64-bit, instant type T2.micro, key pair, click on that. I am given the key pair name is Linux 2, key I am given. Linux 2, key I am given. Copy and paste it in the notepad. Key pair type is RSA, private key pair format .pem format. Click on create key pair. Key pair is downloaded in my downloads option. In my downloads option. Now scroll down. In network settings, click on edit option. Whatever the default VPC, the default VPC as it is I am taken. I'm not given any subnet preference. Auto assign public IP I enabled. And security group name I am given Linux 2 security group I am given. Copy and paste it in the description. Copy and paste it in the notepad also. This is the security group I am using for Linux server 2. And here also I had to enable. Port is HTTP. And one more thing I am enabled to apply the network load balancer. We have to use the TCP, custom TCP we have to use. Custom TCP we have to use. Now we have to give the port range is 8080. You can type it, whatever the port range we have to use it, other than 80. And source type is anywhere. Source type is anywhere. In configure storage, 8 GB is providing. Now click on the advanced details. Here in advanced details, I am writing the bootstrap script. I am writing the bootstrap script. This is the bootstrap script I am writing. Same thing, paste it here. Here, this is load balancer 2. Load balancer 2. Copy and paste it in the advanced details. In the advanced details, click on launch instance. Click on launch instance. Here, source is anywhere. Source is anywhere. Click on launch instance. Click on launch instance. Click on that. Linux 1 server is that instant is running. Linux 2 is status is pending. Linux 2 status is pending. Right? This is the procedure we have to follow to apply network load balancer. Network load balancer routing a traffic to target based on the port number only. Based on the port number only. You are given 80 for this server, the load is applied. You are given the another port number 81 or 82 or 90 or 80, then the load is applied for those servers. Those servers. That is the network load balancer routing traffic target based on the port number. It has the capability to respond millions of requests every second. So to apply network load balancer, I am creating two Linux server instances. Two Linux instances I am creating. That is, first instance I am creating, I am writing the bootstrap script, I am enabling the HTTP also, and I am creating the second Linux EC2 mission. I am applying the bootstrap script, and I enable the HTTP port, right? And also I enable to apply the network load balancer. We have to use the type is custom TCP, custom TCP. You change the port number 8080. That is as per my requirement. I am using 8080. You no need to give the 8080. You may give 8081. You may give 82. You may give 90 also. But here in this diagram, I have mentioned that 8080 I have mentioned. That's why I am changing the port number is 8080. Now, I check my instances. Two instances are running. Two instances are running. This is my first instant public IPv4. This is my first instant public IPv4. I copy and paste it in the chart window also. In the chart window also. Student, check it. Check it. What the result you are obtained. Copy and paste it in your browsers. In your browsers. Copy and paste it in your browsers. What the result you are obtained. This is the load balancer 1. Load balancer 1. Now I'm using the second Linux instance, public IPv4. Copy and paste it in the notepad, and also I am sending this public IPv4 to you also. You check it. What the result you are obtained. What the result you are obtained. This is, see here, this is the load balancer 2. Load balancer 1 is nothing but first Linux server instant is running. This is load balancer 2 is nothing but second server is running. Second server is working. Right. Right. Then in the procedure, what is the next step? What is the next step? What is the next step? That is, we have to add the port number 8080 for the second EC2 mission. For the second EC2 mission. Now, I am connecting the second EC2 mission. I am connecting the second EC2 mission using Putty software. Now, I am connecting the second EC2 mission using the Putty software is, first you need the putty.ppk format. .ppk format. Now, see here, this is this is previous one also there. I had to delete the previous things. This is the previous one. I deleted those one. I deleted those one. Now I am converting using Puttizen software. Using Puttizen software. Click on that. Click on load option. Here we had to choose the all files. Now 29/3/2023, 8/12. You are creating Linux 2 key. Click on that. Click on open. Click on OK. Save private key. Click on yes. We have to give the name is Linux 2 key. Linux 2 key. The extension is .ppk. Click on save option. Close this one. Now I am connecting this by using Putty software. Click on that. Try to copy and paste the second instance, public IPv4. This is my Linux EC2 second mission, public IPv4. Copy and paste it here. SSH. Select the authentication. Browse the private key. We can select Linux 2 key. Click on open. Click on open, accept. We have to give the name, user name as EC2 hyphen user. EC2 hyphen user. See here, my Linux server is connected. My Linux server is connected. My Linux server is connected. I'm changing the appearance. Right. Right. Then, what are the next steps we have to follow? We have to follow. That is connect second EC2 machine using Putty software. We can change the user. We have to change the user. How we have to change the user? By writing the command sudo su. By writing the command sudo su. Click on enter. See here, it is converting to the root user. It is converting to the root user. In earlier, this is EC2 hyphen user. Now I am writing the command sudo su, then it is convert to the root user. To convert to the root user, which command we are using? Sudo su. Sudo su. Then what is the next step? We have to change the folder. We have to change the folder by writing this command. By writing this command. This command. Click on that, enter it. Default conf folder is created. If you want to doubt, you can type it the ls command. See here, httpd dot conf, that file is created. That file is created. Now, the next step is we have to edit this file, httpd dot conf file. How we have to edit? How we have to edit that file? Using the editor, using any editor. I am using the vi editor. Vi, the file name with extension I am written. Vi, the file name with extension I am written. Copy and paste it here. Enter it. Enter it. Now this file is open in the vi editor. There is no mouse pointer is working. Just selecting this. Selecting I am chosen. Selecting I am chosen. Now to work in this editor, we have to use the arrow marks only. We have to use the arrow marks only. Up and down arrow marks only it is working. See here. See here. Cursor moments. Cursor moments. We have to observe that. Cursor moments. We have to observe that. We have to observe that. Now in line number 47, in line number 47, this 80 port number is there. Even though I am writing custom TCP, I am using the port range is 80. Even though that I am written like I am written, but it is not changing. But it is not changing. How we have to change it? How we have to change it? Now we have to use the cursor pointer, arrow marks. We have to use press I. From the keyboard, we have to use the I. We have to use the I. Then we have to edit the port number. We have to edit the port number. So how we are inserting? By pressing the keyboard key I. And then we have to type it from the keyboard 8080. 8080. And then we have to save this one. Press escape, colon, W, Q, this mark. Enter it. Enter it. Now it is changing the port number I am adding 8080. Port number I am adding 8080. Now we observe that the second one at the ending, the port number we have to mention. Port number we have to mention. Just wait. Just wait the few minutes. Then it is a refresher. Then it is nothing but the load balancer 2 is working. Load balancer 2 is working. Wait for a few minutes. Wait for a few minutes. That is, I am changing the port number. I am changing the port number using like this procedure. I have to change that. I have to change that. This is the procedure I am written. Convert file into the insert mode by pressing I, right? Using the up and down arrow marks only. You have to change it 8080. Save the file, press escape, and we have to type this one. Press escape, and then we have to type this one. We have to type this one. Now we have to restart the server. How we have to restart the server? By writing this command, service httpd restart. Service httpd restart. Now it is restart. Now it is restart. Wait. Now I am refreshing this one. I am refreshing this one. I am using this one. Second Linux server, public IPv4. Copy and paste it here. Copy and paste it here. Load balancer 2. Now, now we observe that. We observe that. What is the next step I am doing is, what is the next step I am doing is, I am applying, I am creating two Linux server. I am launching two Linux servers and I am connecting it. And I am connecting it. By checking the public IPv4, then it is working fine. It is working fine. For the first one, load balancer 1, second one, load balancer 2, means it's perfectly working. It's perfectly working. And I am changing the port range is 8080 also by using the comments. By using the comments. Now I am applying network load balancer. How we have to apply the network load balancer? How we have to apply the network load balancer? Open the AWS here, scroll down, scroll down here, here load balancing option is there. Under first we had to create target groups. Click on that. Click on create target group. We had to give, we had to give target group name. We had to give target group name. Mission 1 I am given. Mission 1 I am given. Copy and paste it here on your notepad. Copy and paste it here on your notepad. To apply network load balancer, you are not using the protocol HTTP protocol. We have to use the protocol TCP. TCP protocol we have to use it. TCP protocol we have to use it. Remember, to apply network load balancer, we use the protocol is TCP, not the HTTP. Right? Health check, whatever I explained in the previous session, those default one as is I am taken. I am not changing anyone. I am not changing anyone. Click on next option. Click on next option. Here we have to register the target groups. We have to register the target groups. First target one is Linux first server. We have to select include as pending. Scroll down. Click on create target group. One target group is ready. First target group is ready. First target group is ready. That is mission 1 is ready. Similarly, I am creating the another target group. Click on create target group. Scroll down. Give the target group name. That is I am given. Target group name is mission 2 I am given. Mission 2 I am given. Copy and paste it here. Mission 2. Copy and paste it here. The mission 2. We have to use which protocol we have to use it? TCP protocol. TCP protocol. Scroll down. Scroll down. Advanced health check. As is we have to give. Here. Here. The port range is for the second mission 8080 we have to give it. 8080 we have to give it. Click on next option. Now we have to select. We have to register target. That is second Linux server. Select include as pending. Scroll down. Click on create target group. Second target group is also ready. Mission 1, mission 2. Two target groups I am creating. Two target groups I am creating. Before to apply network load balancer, first I am creating target groups. That is mission 1, mission 2. Mission 1, the port range is 80. Mission 2, the port range is 8080 I am given. 8080 I am given. Now, on the left side, EC2, scroll down, scroll down, click on load balancers. Click on create load balancer. Already I told that the AWS supports four types of load balancers. Four types of load balancers. What are those? One is classic load balancer. Classic load balancer is outdated one. The classic load balancer which is used in the previous generation. Now the companies are not using classic load balancer. That's why I am not explained. This feature is not there in the AWS also. That is outdated one. That is outdated one. In the last session, I explained application load balancer. Now I want to explain with practically network load balancer. So we had to choose the load balancer. Type is network load balancer. Click on create network load balancer. We had to give the name of the load balancer. Name of the load balancer. That's I am given network load balancer. Network load balancer. Copy and paste it in the notepad. Copy and paste it in the notepad. I am given the name is network load balancer. Network load balancer. Scroll down. Scroll down. Here we had to choose the availability zones. In the Mumbai region, three availability zones are there. We can select these three things. First one, AP South 1A, we can select it. AP South 1B also we select it. AP South 1C also we select it. Scroll down. Scroll down. Here, here, listener, listener, protocol, TCP we have to use. Port range is 80. We can select target group. First, we have to select the mission 1 is the target group. Click on that. Click on that. Here also we have to choose add a listener option. Right now I am not chosen. After that also I am adding. Scroll down. Scroll down. Click on create load balancer. Click on create load balancer. Network load balancer is ready. Network load balancer is ready. If you want to doubt, we can click on under the load balancing, choose the load balancer option. Choose the load balancer option. See here, load balancer is state is provisioning. State is provisioning. Wait for few minutes. After it is in active state, then it is working. Then it is working. Right? Wait for few minutes. Meanwhile, I have to explain the procedure also. This is the procedure we have to follow. This is the procedure we have to follow. I explain pin to pin points also, how we have to create the target group, how we have to create the target group before to apply network load balancer. First, we have to create the target groups. How that? Under the load balancing, we have to choose the option target group. Click on create target group. We have to enter the name of the target group. Name is mission 1 I am given. Change the protocol to TCP. Port number needs to be 80 for the first mission. Click on next option. Add first mission as target. That is a mission Linux one. We have to choose it. Click on create target group. Similarly, we have to choose the another target group, second target group, that is the mission 2. Create target group for second mission. Here, the mission 2 target group, we have to enter the port number 88. 8080 means before to apply network load balancer, you need to create target groups. Target groups. You are using two servers. Apply the load balancer for the two servers. You need to create two target groups. For three servers, you need to create three target groups. Three target groups. And then click on network load balancer. We can create network load balancer. How we can create network load balancer? In the left side of the EC2 service, choose the load balancing option. Under, we have to choose the load balancer. We can click on create network load balancer option. Create network load balancer option. We have to enter the name of the load balancer. I am given the load balancer name is this one I am given. Load balancer name is this one I am given. And then the next step is we have to map all subnets. You are chosen the Mumbai region, 3 subnets are there. AP South 1A, AP South 1B, AP South 1C. And then we can select the listener and the target group. Click on create load balancer. Click on create load balancer. Now I am checking this in my AWS. It is in active state or it is in what provisioning state? Wait, see that state is inactive. State is inactive. Active state is there. We can select this. We can select this. Now we can select this one, and then here we have to choose the listener option. Listeners. Here only one listener I am adding. I am not adding the mission 2. I am everything it is forwarded to the mission 1 only. If you want to doubt, you have to copy and paste the DNS. Paste the DNS. I am sending it to you in the chat window. You can copy and paste it in your browsers. Copy and paste it. See here. Refresh. If you refresh any times, only one is there. Why? Because load balancer 1 is only there. I am activating only the target group mission 1 only. Observe that here. Now here we observe here on listeners TCP forward to whatever the load you are applying, that is forward to first mission only. First mission only. That's why you are getting the result is only load balancer 1. Now I am not applying the load balancer. That is forward to mission 1 only I am applying. Now we can select the listener, go for actions, edit listener option is there. Click on that. Here we observe that we can click on create target group. Already my second target group is also created. Wait, load balancers. See here, we can select this one. Listeners. Here we can click on add listeners. Add listeners option is there. We have to choose which protocol you have to choose it to apply the network load balancer. You are using the network load balancer. We have to use the protocol is TCP protocol. See that you are chosen 80 port number. The same port number I am chosen. Target group is mission 2 I am chosen. Click on add option. Then what it is showing, you may not have duplicate ports defined. You may have not duplicate ports defined. That's why in the diagram I mentioned the port range is not 80. That is 80 I am given. 80 I am given. So now we have to give other than 80. Within this range we have to give it. Within this port range we have to give it. Now I am given 80. 80. That is forward to mission 2. That is forward to mission 2. Click on add option. Click on add option. Now you check the load balances. You check the load balances. Click on this. We see here. We see here. We see here listeners. Listeners. Now how many listeners are there? How many listeners are there? Two. Two are there. One is forward to mission 1. Second one is forward to mission 2. Second one is forward to mission 2. Wait. Wait for few minutes. Now we have to copy and paste the public DNS. I am sending the network load balancer DNS name to you. Network load balancer DNS name to you also. I have to copy it and paste it. Send to you. Send to you in the chart window. Now you copy and paste it in your browsers. Copy and paste it in your browsers. See that load balancer 1 is there. Load balancer 1 is there. You refresh that, you are not getting. You are not getting. If you give at the ending, if you give at the ending, the port number 8080, 8080, wait for few minutes. Wait for few minutes. Then you are getting load balancer 2. Means the mission 2 is working. Mission 2 is working. Like that, you are balancing the load. Wait for few minutes. Why? Because whatever the defaults I am given, those default things as these I am given in the target groups. In the target groups defining whatever the default response time and all those things, time delay, health checkup, all those things I am given as these I am given. That's why it is taking the time. It is taking the time. Right. Wait. This is in target groups. Target groups. I copy and paste it again here. Network load balancer DNS is taking the time for the first time. One directly you are getting. Second 8080 if you are given, then we are getting the result is load balancer 2. Load balancer 2. You are getting. Listeners. This time taken. However, you got the load balancer 2. We got the load balancer too. Load balancer, copy and paste the DNS name, load balancer DNS name, paste it in the browser. In the browser. This is first one we are getting. For the second one, it is taking some time. 88. This is any queries. How we are applying the network load balancer. We are getting the load balancer 2. We are getting any queries. Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Any queries? Raise your hand. Otherwise, I'll terminate the session.